Ruin Pinball on the Jaguar. Well, I said I've played about 7 or 8 Jaguar games with or without commentary so far on this channel. And so far, this console looks like sounds like vaporware. Like, just trash. So my argument is, what's the kind of game that a Jaguar has to be able to do well? Maybe a pinball game. You think maybe a pinball game could be the kind of game that a Jaguar could do? One of the last Jaguar titles, one of the first to use extra buttons offered by the new Pro controller, which was this. The regular Jaguar controller had what, 4 buttons on the face, along with the 9 you see on the bottom there. The little phone pad they had going on there. It was I forgot where that whole idea came from. I think the Intellivision had it back in the early 1980s, and some old school, Atari engineers thought it was cool that video game console should have a bunch of buttons on the controller, like a keyboard. I don't know how to describe that. Where's the Jaguar? There we go. There's your controller. So there's the regular Jaguar controller, which is basically a Sega Genesis controller with a foam pad attached to it. That's the best way to describe it. But then the new Pro controller comes out, because obviously the Jaguar needs to compete, I guess. Because you have to be able to play fighting games on the Jaguar, right? So they have 6 buttons on the face, like the second Genesis controller, along with the phone pad. Again, the phone pad being most useful for games where you might want to switch. You want to switch items in your inventory quickly. I mean, you wouldn't want your fingers to leave the face button so that you can touch a phone pad, right? Well, you use that to nudge the table. There are 2 tables. We're going to play the second one first, and because we already played the first table at the end of a previous video. I think it was the Trevor McFur video. So we'll play both tables here. This pinball game is massively disappointing. Mainly because the frame rate is terrible. And the scrolling is extremely jerky, and it makes the game extremely fatiguing to play. There's some really ugly sprite scaling going on here as well, so it looks like a really bad Neo Geo game. Again, just because you can do all of this engineering wizardry doesn't mean it helps the aesthetic of the game you're trying to play. Stuff like that. The 90s were weird. The aesthetic was all mucked up, I would argue. So you can nudge the table from the left, the right, or the center. Instantly restart a game after the last ball. Sounds interesting. If you have a Pro controller, you can use the left or right fingertip controls to nudge the table to the left or right. All the other controls remain the same. That seems perfectly reasonable to me. But it's a pinball game. How many buttons do you really need to play a pinball game? There are 2 tables, Ruina and Tower. So we'll try them both out. Number of balls, textured. I don't know. I don't know why that would matter. What does easy mean exactly? Turns the picture and display on or off. Oh, that's intriguing. I hope the tables are explained. Here we go. Use the ball, yeah, sure. As long as you hold the A button down, yeah, sure, that's launching the ball. You can nudge the pinball table to help move the ball left, right, or center. We'll see if it makes a big deal. If you nudge the table too much, it'll tilt. Sound effects, yeah, sure. To advance to the next DEFCON level, knock down all 3 shelter targets while they are flashing. Follow up by sending a ball up the lighted missile ramp. Okay. We can try that. We're going DEFCON 4 on the Jag. We're going DEFCON 4 on all the Atari Jags, I guess. You must hit the alert knockout. Huh? DEFCON 1. Knock the shelter targets down when... Okay, so I guess we're going DEFCON 4. Okay. The alert knockout on the right play field. Where's the alert knockout? I have no idea what they're talking about. But do not hit the civilians. Oh. Okay. 3 GI targets on the right playfield will be lit. Knock out all of them. You'll advance to DEFCON 2. Aim for the raid knockout. And you'll hit this. Okay. Not the shelter targets down one last time. Shoot the missile ramp missiles locked and loading. Ray launch. Multi-ball play. I like multi-ball play, but how do I get extra balls? And then there's tower. Let's see. Cast any 3 spells in the tower, and it will crumble. Whatever. Hit the cauldron power up and follow the lights to cast this spell. Okay. Knock down 3 dragons and follow the lights to cast this spell. Shoot the mouth, kick out the bottom of the tower, and follow the lights. Okay. I don't know. That's not very helpful. Aardvark Action Studio did the sound and music, so it's like it was contracted out to some generic music house in Southern California, I suppose. So I guess we're going to play Tower first, then we'll play Ruiner. Options. We'll keep the tiny cam on. 5 balls might be enough. Normal ball as opposed to the textured ball. I don't know why that would make a difference. Factory settings. We can go hard, easy. I don't know what the difference is between hard and factory. Like, what does hard mean? Does it mean the ball moves more quickly? So we'll try the tower first. What do you mean, please hold? What, does this game have load screens? So right off the bat, you can see some really crappy, like, scrolling, some really choppy scrolling, some really weird sprite scaling. We'll get into more detail about that later. So on the tower table, what are we supposed to do? Hit the cauldron power up and follow the lights. Okay? Cast any 3 spells, because it doesn't matter which one. Hit the cauldron, knock down the 3 dragons, shoot the mouth, kick out the bottom. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Let's just hit target, see what happens. I don't see any multi-ball options. Tower. Okay, so I pressed left on the D-pad to adjust the left flipper. Press the circle button to flip the right flipper. We're going original. Let me just turn off the filter. I mean, screw this. Border, we'll keep the border on. Why not? Controls. Nudge, you can press... okay. Is there another way to do the left flipper? You can press up or down to do the left flipper. Okay. So any direction except for right. But right is also used to nudge. Can I just restart this? Restart lost ball, restart same level. Okay. We can change that later if we have to. It just seems weird to have the nudging set up that way. I'm probably not gonna nudge during this game. During this video. We'll see how it goes. I can't adjust the volume, so we'll see how bad the music is and we'll turn it on. I'm not really paying attention to it. Can I catch it? Nah, try to catch it. The ball physics seem fine, just seems a little bit... See? That sprite scaling really throws me off. Just seems really ugly. Like, it's very choppy and ugly. So, it's not a great effect, unfortunately. I can see what they were trying to do. Well, the scrolling here seems fine. Okay, I caught it. I caught the ball. Now, where do I put it? I don't see any dragons. Yeah, they're saying knock out the 3 dragons. How do I... Okay, I caught the ball. So here's the question. What do I need to do to get these points? Okay, knock down the 3 dragons. Okay, hit the cauldron. Where's the cauldron power up? And where's the mouth kick out the bottom of the tower? I guess they just want me to just kind of screw around with the table, just see what I can find. It's not very helpful. Yeah, where's the cauldron power up? We'll just stay. Let's see if we can go. Let's see how high up we can go. Oh, I got a thing. Okay, I caught it. There's a mouth kick out at the bottom of the tower. What's the mouth kick out? I have no idea what that even means. So at the top left-hand corner of the screen, there's a 2 and a 1. Let's go for that, I suppose. Let's juggle a bit. Whoop! Screwed that up. Okay, I got one of them. Because I should have nudged the table to save that ball. Okay, see, this is not going as well as I would have liked. It's just... See, how do I get all the way up to the top? Wow! There's no ball save at the beginning. Like, normally if the ball falls through the hole in less than 10 seconds, the game's supposed to give me a... Maybe if I play on easy mode, the game will let me, like, rescue the ball after the first 10 seconds of a launch. Because you never want to lose a ball in the first 10 seconds after a launch. There should be some kind of automatic save, I think. That would be easy mode. Yeah, I think you can hit the flippers to change which of those lanes gets lit. Because, you know, in a lot of pinball games, there are lanes. So you press the flippers to light the lanes. So when so that when the ball passes over a lane, you want to make sure it's not lit. So then when all the lanes are lit, you usually get some kind of bonus. What bonus? No idea. Caught it. Yeah, it's going to be a hard flip. I guess the scrolling is a bit more smooth compared to like the original, compared to like the Ruiner table. Because I remember the Ruiner table being very choppy. I guess this seems okay, but just don't know how to play it. Is that the mouth kick out? Yeah, was that the mouth kick out? I can't tell. Wait, are those the dragons? Okay, we got something. Enter the mouth tube. Okay, so I guess I shot those dragons and that allowed me to enter the mouth tube. Like, again, I guess those were the dragons they wanted me to shoot. Again, the manual doesn't explain any of this. And this table was created for the Jaguar, so you're hoping the game would actually explain what these things do. Knock down 3 dragons and follow the lights to cast the captive spell, I guess. So maybe that's what I was supposed to do, but it's dangerous to stay at the bottom of the table, because then I'm going to lose the ball. It just seems dangerous to stay down there. Make it work. Dig the green lips. Dig the neon green lipstick, by the way. It's an aesthetic. Uh-oh, I hit the portal. I don't know what happened, but I did a thing. Ah, I lost it. See, I gave it to the top and I lost it. So how do I get back up there? That's the question for me. Whoops! See, that was just sloppy. This is incredibly sloppy. How many balls I got left? Okay, that's it. It's the last ball. So I managed 100. I had 5 balls, and I managed like 110,000 points of balls, which is not terrible. So I guess we'll give it one more chance. Yeah, we'll give it one more chance, I guess. 20 million. Yeah, good luck with that. Again, presentation seems extremely limited on this 32-bit console. Again, this doesn't feel like a more... if you care about presentation, this doesn't feel like a more exciting console than the 16-bit consoles at all. That's what I mean, like, the hardware is probably decent, but, I mean, you think maybe the developers weren't really that comfortable developing for it, but, it was a Motorola 6800, right? It was a Motorola, so it basically had the same CPU as the Sega Genesis. It was just faster. So the argument should be, I guess the argument at the time would have been, okay, if you're a developer, maybe you're comfortable developing hardware on this CPU, we're just giving you more horsepower. But I don't think any Japanese developers were all that interested at the time, and what were American developers doing? Like, obviously they were making, like, you know, Doom. So Aliens vs. Predator was obviously a game that could have run well on the Jaguar. Like, in retrospect, it's no big deal. But at the time it came out, the idea of getting a Doom-like game on the Jaguar was a big deal. Though apparently, I want to say was it the Saturn or the Jaguar port that was the worst Doom port ever made? Except maybe the Super NES version. I mean, there's only so much you could have done with that anyway. Okay, I think I got the dragons. Yeah, I got a couple more dragons. Okay, there's a mini-map that just showed up. Bottom left-hand corner. So how do I go into the tower? Okay, I caught it. Yeah, I caught it. Okay, here we go. Pause the game. Alright, so I caught it. So now what do I do with it? Whoop! Careful! Okay, we're going to get on the left. Let me get that first. Let me see what I got. Follow the lights. What lights? I have no idea. See if I can catch it. Missed. Yeah, can't catch it. Ah! Couldn't catch it. I tried to juggle it. Okay, so where's the tower? Ah, crap. So I did a thing, but I don't know how to go through. I don't know how to go through that. Oh, I see where it is. It's to the right of the chick's hand. Yeah, it's to the right of her hand. See that? There's a little finger up there above the score. On the right-hand side of the screen, it says extra ball. So you got to put it in that hand. That's gonna be a tough shot. But that's so if I get it, if I kill at least 3 of those dragons, I think that's where the ball's supposed to go. So I gotta. So once I take out those dragons, I think I gotta get up to the second screen where the chick is, then aim for the hand on the far right side of the second screen next to her hand. Nope, that's a ramp I gotta get. They say shoot the ramp, so I gotta shoot that ramp. Okay, I think I got 3 of the dragons I needed. I think that was the mouth kick out, I think. That might have been the mouth kick out. Yeah, I got the 3 dragons. Now I gotta get back up to the second floor. Okay, I got the mouth kick out. Just a second. So I got the mouth kick out. Okay, so I think I activated it. Shoot the mouth kick out the bottom of the tower and follow the lights. Okay, so I guess I'm getting the blood knife spell too at some point. That was a nice catch. How do I get up to the second floor? What? Careful. Yeah, how do I get up to the second floor? That's the part I haven't figured out exactly. Can I hit that ramp over there on the left? Careful. That was a good save. Ah! I think I was on a roll there for a second. Guess I'm gonna have to make a separate video for Ruiner. So yeah, so how do I get back up here from the bottom screen is the question. Like I have to practice, you know, flipping the ball up one more screen to where she is from the bottom. Like that's one thing you should definitely practice, is being able to get up to the top. All the way from the bottom. Whoops! Okay, that was just dumb. I got 2,500 points. This is garbage. No, never mind. Never mind. That was just a bonus. I got 6 million. I'm doing way better than I expected. How many balls do I have left? I can't see. Ball 4. Okay, so I'm doing alright. Do I get to walk? Of course not. I have 5 balls. But I'm averaging more than $1 million a ball. I don't know how I got that a point bonus. That was a really nice bonus I must have gotten at some point. Maybe killing all those dragons helped. Okay, tower's open. So I gotta hit that. Darn it, I gotta hit that. There's a hand at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, right where her hand is. I gotta aim for that. But again, how do I get up to the... How do I get up to the top? That's the problem. I don't know how to get up to the top. But that finger, I think, is pointing to the portal. This is my last ball, so let's do this. So there's a... I have to hit the hand on the far right side. Let's see if I can juggle this ball a bit. There we go. Ah! Screwed it up. Hit it right off the side. Gotta hit it right off the edge of the left flipper. can get the right angle. Get in there. There it is. No, that's not it. Is the hand not there? Yeah, the hand's there. Darn it. The hand's ready. Let's get it. Darn it. Choked. There's the... Ah, darn it. Ah. Overthought it. Whoa! Darn it. Well, that was my last ball. I guess we can try one more time. But I got that high score, though. So, T'Challa Bogard strikes again. So, let's call it. So, we'll give this table a couple more tries. Okay, I found a Jaguar game I don't hate. Whoop, get out of here with that. So, I guess I can put something really inappropriate down there if I really wanted. So I guess I can turn up the volume a bit, kind of see how the music goes. We'll crank. I mean, I could probably sprinkle some other music into this video. We'll see how it goes. So 6.5 million. So that's supposed to be right there in third place. I got the bronze. So I feel better now. I should be able to get 10 million points if I practice a bit more. So we'll back out a bit. There you go. There's your proof. I know what I'm doing. I'm a pinball wizard. Joe plays a mean pinball. How do I, options? So I guess we'll crank up the music a bit more and we'll see how it goes. Okay, back to business. Let's see if we can get a... I want to see if I can get... I mean, I managed to get a massive bonus on my earlier in the video when I got 6 million points. I got 4 million points for hitting a bunch of dragons, then hitting the targets 1 and 2 on the left side of the screen there. Yeah, next to that guy. Those 2 targets over there on the left. I can't show you that. Let me pause the game. Those 2 targets there on the top left-hand corner of the screen, 1 and 2. I killed a bunch of dragons, hit those 2 targets simultaneously, I want to say, and I got like 4 million points for doing that. So that's going to be a thing I could do, but I think it's too dangerous to hang out here at the bottom of the table. So we'll see how it goes. See if I can make this work. Okay, there you go. I made it back up to the second level. So that's how I get up to the second screen. Because I need to be able to do that on a regular basis. Then I need to hit the finger right there to the right side where it says extra ball. Right there on the right side of the screen is a finger pointing up. That's a ramp to the third screen. So I have to be able to get there on a regular basis. So I have to practice that shot. Which means I can save. Which means one thing I'm really going to be able to do is create save states and use save scumming to practice that shot. That would not be a terrible idea if I'm being honest. I just have to get the ball in a favorable spot. Yeah, that could have gone down the hole. Like, whoops! And that was just a bad flip. Should have caught that ball. Definitely should have caught that ball. Again, I never liked the scaling and the rotation effects they do here. They're just kind of pointlessly chintzy. I got 12 million points for that. What did I do? I wasn't aiming for anything specifically. I'm not complaining about the massive point total I just got. I just don't know how I did it. Yeah, I was trying to get the finger over there on the right-hand side. Again, I'm not the save scum to practice that shot. Okay, we'll cheat a bit. I want to practice that shot. Give me a second. Just juggle it. Okay, here we go. Try to hit that finger over the far left, far right side. Didn't get it. Like I said, I have a save scum. Okay, so I can save scum. That was just a bad run. But I do have a 12 million point bonus here to practice with, so that's something I can do in the future. I want to practice a bunch of shots by the end of this video, so we'll see how. Whoops, that was a nice save. How do I get my save back? Yeah, that ball was saved. So how do I activate that save? Yeah, that was bad. Again, stuff like that happens, I lose a ball. Because there's no way for me to save it. What do you call that, a kickback? I think that's a technical term for those things. I keep forgetting. There are no spinners in either of these tables. You know how it is, those little metal things where if you push the ball through a gate, it spins like a few dozen times. You get 100 points for every spin. That would be nice if there are no spinner things in this game. Those are always fun. Though they're probably not a big deal. You're probably better off having more lanes to target your shots with. Okay, the tower gate is open. So we have to hit that finger over there on the top of the screen on the right-hand side. Whoop! I tried to juggle and I did it wrong. I gotta practice juggling this ball. That's another reason why I made that save scum. I have to figure out how I got those 12,000 points earlier. Okay, juggle. I'm trying to juggle. I gotta practice that. It takes a bit of finesse. I need a reliable way to get the ball from one flipper to the other. That's the juggling I'm trying to do. You can catch the ball, hopefully try to juggle it at some point. Here come the dragons. Okay, that's a very dangerous bunch of caroms there. This screen is moving way too fast. There's an argument to be made that playing on a smaller screen is probably better than playing on a massive 43-inch screen like the one I'm using. The screen just jerks around too much. I got 2 million points for that bonus. Again, I don't know what I did, but I'm not complaining about the point total. How many balls I got left? Last ball. Let's do this. See if we can go for the even 20. Ah, crap. That was almost a bad juggle. Ah, that was a better juggle. Not a good juggle. There you go. That's how you juggle. Whoops! Didn't catch the ball properly. But that is one way to juggle. There you go. That's a good catch. Darn it! How do I get that? Whoops! How do I get that finger? Why can't I get that finger? It must be a very hard shot. Just have to practice it. So. When do the dragons come out? Yeah, I gotta control this ball. There we go. The dragons are out. So do I have to get into that lane where the pitchfork is? On the right-hand side? Okay, the tower's up. The finger to the tower is lit. Whoop, careful! Okay, that's good, good. Nice juggle. I just gotta get over there on the far right side. That was bad. A couple of bad bounces and it went right down the canyon. Right down the gullet. I'll take that 18 million though. Like I said, I got a game save, so I can practice my skill shots a couple more times. T'Challa Bogard does it again. 18 milli. How many letters can I add here? We'll find out how many L's I can add in a second. Can I add a space? Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but I'll take that W. Yeah, so I'm really rocking that high score table now, huh? That circle in the center, that's a crown. Wakanda forever. How do I end this? Let's go there. I mean, is there a space of some kind? I mean, they think there would be one, but I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do here. What? I mean, I was trying to use. See, there I am. I was trying to use a font to say what kind of font would I use for my logo. Obviously, I'm looking for the Bauhaus font, the original 1970s Billy D. Williams TCB font. Good luck finding it though. Let me do a quick set. Let me load that for a second. Okay, I want to practice that shot. Try to aim for the finger on the far left side there. Bad. Sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes it's just hard to catch the ball. Well, maybe I can practice. Let me practice. I also want to practice getting the ball from the bottom screen to the top screen. That's not gonna get it up there. God, hate those. Practice the juggle. It's not a juggle. There are multiple ways to get the ball from the left flipper to the right, but sometimes you just gotta practice juggling. You need a reliable way to get the ball from one flipper to the other one. That's definitely a shot. That's definitely a skill I need to practice in these pinball games generally. But you always have to adjust your strategy based on the physics that the particular video pinball game uses. You know, based on the gravity of the table you're playing on. You know what I mean? Like the slope of the table, that whole thing. You have to pay attention to that, which is more than I'm usually able to do. But it's a strategy. It's a strategy I should employ more often. Like, I learned how to catch balls, like, back when I was a teenager, and it's a skill I wish I learned. I learned how to do it, like, in my early 20s, and it's a skill that I wish I learned way earlier. There was a pinball champion on the Today Show, and I'm like, so I'm supposed to keep the ball from moving. I'm supposed to control the speed of the ball. I had no idea I could do that. I was just, see, there you go, I made it into the portal. I was just flapping my flippers like an idiot, just kind of hoping the ball would go where I wanted it to go. Like, my timing wasn't bad, but I didn't know how to catch the ball, so I was practicing just kind of letting the ball roll to the edge of the flipper sometimes, but I was very sloppy when it came to actually controlling the speed of the ball by catching it. So I was just kind of hoping that I was just kind of hoping the ball would move at the correct speed, you know what I mean? But once I got better at catching balls, I started getting a lot better at games like Full Tilt Pinball on the Windows 95 PC. Which I need to play. I need to play that game. Do I have a Windows? I do have a Windows 95 laptop. I need a way to capture VGA footage. And we'll see how it goes. Because I don't have a DisplayPort capture device. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have. I severely doubt I have a VGA capture device. Though there was a non-zero chance I could install Full Tilt Pinball on my laptop. Because I do have the disc. 24 million, dog. So I must have, gotten a fat bonus for getting the ball into the top screen. Getting extra ball seems really hard. I wish the game were a bit less obtuse about how to get that stuff. Yeah, didn't get that one. But that was a good shot. That was a very good shot. Okay, the tower finger is open again. Hit the finger. That was a bad catch. Yeah, I slowed the ball down a little bit by getting my flipper up. So I was hoping that would help me. Yeah, there it is. I made it. Okay, so I guess it basically boils down to momentum. And that is not an easy shot. See that was a skill shot I just did. Multi-ball, let's do it. Now I get to have this horrible scaling. This looks like a Lynx game. And you can't see all the balls on screen, so you just have to keep the flippers going. And hoping you can keep them in play. And we have to follow the lowest ball, obviously. I got that multi-ball. The only thing better than that is an extra ball. Whoop, lost another one. So we're down to our second to last ball. I used to get so many points in Full Tilt Pinball doing this. So I'm glad I went back to my game save. Sometimes you luck out. See, the worst thing is when two balls go down the hole simultaneously. Always the worst. I need to play way more Alien Crush because I have my TurboGrafx-16 Mini. I need to play that way more than I do. Always wanted to play that game as a kid. And I own it now. I'm getting lazy about actually playing it. I used to remember some of the codes. Uh-oh. Darn it. Okay, you get the idea. My UPS is going out. Give me a second.